Hi, everyone. My name is Anna Martha Ayala, and I'd like to welcome you to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I discuss what is called the degree theory by Nikola Stojanovic. So, in this video, I wanted to give you a description of all the degrees, um, but I wanted to do it on my channel because I did a video with Maria DeSimone, and I will put the link down below because she and I had a blast discussing the degree theory. And in her video, there are chart examples if you want to go see those. Like I said, I'll link them in the bottom, but I wanted to do a shorter version of that video on my channel so people that find me from another search and not through her channel will get the same information. But anyway, so I wanted to start with trying to emphasize how the degree theory works. So, um, first and foremost, you always look at the sign, whether it's Aries or Gemini or Scorpio or Pisces. Then you look at what house it's in, the second house, the fourth house, the 10th house. Then you look at the degree, right? The degree, because this is where the degree theory comes in. And then you look at the aspects that that planet has. All right, so it's in that order. First, you look at the sign, then you look at the house, then you look at the degree, and then you look at the aspects that that planet has. So, secondly, in the degree theory, retrogrades have a special significance. Um, it means to do it over again or something that will come back. All right. So, and in addition to that, for example, if you have a planet at 13 degrees retrograde, that means that you have to look at the 14th degree and the 13th degree and blend the two to get a better understanding of what that degree means. All right. So the other ground rule is that you don't round up. If you are 1 degree, 29 minutes, you are considered 1 degree. If you are 3 degrees, 59 minutes, you are considered a 3 degree. So you don't round up, you always just focus on whatever the degree is. I hope that this is clear. If it's not clear, leave it down in the comments and I will be more than happy to answer any questions. So let's start with the degrees. 0 degree is the purest form of that sign. It's the most potent energy, the most powerful energy of that sign. So if you are 0 Aries or 0 Gemini, 0 Cancer, you are the purest form of that energy, okay, of that sign. So Aries rules the 1st degree, the 13th degree, and the 25th degree. And the ruler of Aries is Mars. So, what is Aries all about? It's about taking action, having a fighting spirit. Um, most Aries do struggle, Aries rising specifically do struggle in life. It's always a battle to survive. You got to work really hard to get wherever or whatever you want. Um, Mars also rules war. It can indicate abuse because Mars, you can have let's say you have Mars in Gemini, so you fight with words, but it can also mean that you can um, be abusive, especially with aspects to Pluto. But anyway, that's getting way ahead of it. So anyway, it deals with leadership and beginnings because March 21st, Aries is the first sign of the zodiac. It's It's the new year of the zodiac. Most people celebrate the new year January 1st, but in astrology, it's either March 20th or March 21st, depending on when the spring equinox starts. So, according to the degree theory, it rules construction. It rules to build something, engineering, rules sharp objects like knives, scissors. It rules bullets and weapons to be brave. Anything, it rules the Germany, the country German, Germany. It rules anything of German background. And for example, if you have Mars in the fourth house, be careful with accidents or fire in your home. It also rules fire, by the way. Yeah, so things of that nature, you need to start tying in the significance to where Mars is at or whatever planet you have, at what degree it's at, or the house cusp. So the house cusp means that it's the line before the house starts. That's what is the house cusp, in case you all don't know. So Taurus rules the second degree, the 14th degree, the 26th degree. Taurus rules money, food, the earth, stability. It rules luxury, your voice. Singing is also ruled by Taurus. Now, with the degree theory, you can add to that bank, an estate, a village, a forest, to raise crops, um, agriculture. Countries ruled by Taurus, Hungary, or any country that's dedicated to agriculture. All right, so there are some special degrees in the degree theory. One of them is the second degree. That is the degree of supreme power. These degrees are shared by some very powerful people in history. For example, Queen Victoria of the British Empire had Gemini, 2 degrees. She had her sun in Gemini at 2 degrees. The MC at 2 degrees in Aquarius, and Leo at 2 degrees in the fourth house. So Aquarius rules people, right? The MC, right? The highest part of your chart, what you do as a career. So she ruled people where? Leo in the fourth house in her natal home, her natal country. So another example would be Henry Ford with Mercury at 2 degrees, which is, Mercury is all about transportation, right? Cars, short trips. So Henry Ford had Mercury at the second degree. John F. Kennedy, 2 degrees in Leo, in the 10th house. Hitler, 2 degrees in Leo in the 10th house. So it's kind of interesting to see one is good, one is bad, right? But they both have the same second degree at the 10th house. And then you have Bill Gates with Uranus at 2 degrees in Leo. So I will have no further comment on that one. I'll leave it up to you all and your imagination. The 8th degree in Taurus is specifically, Nikola said that it was a degree of black magic, but it is only the 8th degree in Taurus, because 8th degree is a Scorpio degree. But he said that in Taurus, it was related to black magic. He was trying to research what 8 degrees means in other signs, but he never finished that research, and he didn't say anything else about it. Gemini rules the 3rd degree, the 15th degree, and the 27th degree. So Gemini is all about communication, television, magazines, newspaper, books. self-expression, your siblings, neighborhood, like extended family, your aunts, uncles, um, cousins, that type of, not the immediate family, but everybody else. Um, but according to the degree theory, it rules traffic, streets, short trips, balconies, corridors. Italy is ruled by the sign of Gemini. Now, the 15th degree is a very special degree, but not for a good meaning. When you have the 15th degree in Libra, it usually involves a fatal car accident, or assassinations that take place on the street. So he found that it was common to have the 15th degree of Libra when assassinations took place on the street. And he gave two examples. John Lennon from the Beatles and John F. Kennedy both have these degrees in their chart, and they were assassinated in the street. Now, if you have a 15th degree, it doesn't mean anybody, you're going to get assassinated or you're going to die in a car accident necessarily, because it depends on what planet, right? Agatha Christie, Agatha Christie and Stephen King, two authors, have Mercury at the 15th degree, and they write about murder mysteries, right? Stalin, Russia's dictator, um, he had 15th degrees of Libra in the eighth house, and he did kill a lot of people, unfortunately. So it could be, it could be bad, but it also, sometimes it can be good as well. I don't want anybody like freaking out over this stuff. I'm just trying to show you what the energy is, but don't take one thing and just blow it out of proportion. You got to look at the whole natal chart, and then you can see if, you need to be more aware of your surroundings. Let's just put it that way. Cancer. It rules the fourth degree, the 16th degree, and the 28th degree. Now, Cancer is everything that has to do with your home, meaning your family and your physical house. It means to nurture, you're all about traditions. Um, your mother, it rules water as well. It rules, according to the degree theory, the human race. The moon rules the people of that nation. It rules your homeland, liquids, water, tears, milk, dairy products, your family name. And of course, the United States is ruled by Cancer, right? Because our birthday is July 4th. So that's one of the countries that's ruled by Cancer. And you all know that the moon rules the tides, right? So that's water. The high tide and low tide depend on the moon. Leo rules the 5th degree, the 17th degree, and the 29th degree. So Leos like to be the center of attention, both men and women. They, they like it. They want to be the center of attention. It rules, all right, so let me back up a little bit. The ruler of Taurus is Venus. The ruler of Gemini is Mercury. The ruler of Cancer is the moon. The ruler of Leo is the sun. So the sun rules basically your life, right? The light, fame, creativity, self-expression, the leaders, right? The monarchs, the entertainment, strength. It rules your hair, right? You people that are Leo rising, and even just Leo, or if you have the 5th, the 17th, or the 29th, you should have like a lot of hair on your head. So that's just one of the things that it means. But according to the degree theory, it also rules love affairs, mistresses, lovers, boyfriend, girlfriend also. It rules the highest quality. When you have um these degrees, let's say if you have it in the third house and you want to buy a really, really nice car, a really nice computer, or a really nice cell phone, like you want things that are top quality. Now, one of the countries that are ruled by Leo is France. France is ruled by Leo. Now, the fifth degree is a special degree. He called it the erotic degree. And it's associated with people that have sex appeal or are sexy in some way. Now, granted, not everybody will find these people, sexy, but the majority of people do. For example, Marilyn Monroe, she had fifth degree in Cancer. Marlene Dietrich, 5 degree in Capricorn, Sun, right? Marilyn Monroe, the ascendant was fifth degree. With Marlene Dietrich, it was Capricorn Sun at the fifth degree. Mata Hari, the spy, 5 degree Taurus. Greta Garbo, Gemini ascendant, also at the fifth degree. Sophia Loren, the Italian movie star, very beautiful lady. Um, Capricorn ascendant, fifth degree. Sean Connery, fifth degree, Capricorn ascendant. Farrah Fawcett, Cancer, fifth degree. Her ascendant was at 5 degrees Cancer. And Mick Jagger, 5 degrees Leo ascendant. Leo meaning entertainment, right? Entertainer. So the other special degree here is the 29th degree. He associated this degree with clairvoyance. So I have noticed that when people have this 29th degree, especially if it's connected with the moon and Neptune or Pluto, these people can connect to the other side. That's just one of those things. Sometimes it could be through dreams, sometimes, and it depends, of course, on the house that you have it in, right? If it's in the 12th house, then it will be through dreams. But it depends on where you have it. But yeah, these people will have a connection to the other side. So, Virgo, degrees are 6 and 18. So Virgo usually means to diminish, to make something smaller, to improve, because Virgos are perfectionists. It also rules your health, your daily routines, your work habits, your work, your pets, and also to be of service, because a lot of, if you have Virgo in the sixth house, let's say, you work by serving other people. You provide a service. You don't produce things. Um, so Virgo rules your customers, your colleagues, your work colleagues. It rules your health, your illnesses, veterinary science and pets. It rules your stomach as well. Countries ruled by Virgo, Switzerland and Brazil. Now, the 18th degree, he said that it's one of the special degrees, and it's a malefic degree. This degree, for the most part, if you have it on the ascendant specifically, it rules incurable diseases that are very strange, and so far from what I've seen, they are incurable. I've done some charts where I've only done like 3 or 4 charts where I've seen this 18th degree. And it was one from a gentleman who went to war back in the 90s. And the gases or fumes or whatever they were using in combat, he inhaled it, and then years later developed some kind of pulmonary condition, and it's incurable. There's you can alleviate the symptoms, but you can't cure it. Another gentleman that I know, that I did the chart for, Aquarius rising at 18 degrees. He has Parkinson's. Another lady, who had, I think she was, I'm pretty sure she was Aries rising at 18 degrees. She has, some kind of blood clot problem in her blood. Um, all of a sudden, after she had the second child, she developed this condition. So again, it's incurable, but she takes blood thinners and she's doing fine. So there's a way to manage it for the most part, but it will be incurable. At least that has been my experience so far. Um, if you have, for example, the sun at 18th degree in the second house, you need to be careful with your finances because you could have financial disasters. I mean, the sun in the second house is usually you make good money, right? But with the 18th degree, you have to be careful. So, Libra, the degrees it rules is the 7th and the 19th. And Libras are all about being fair. It rules the law, partnerships, both romantic and business, fashion, beauty, luxury items, um, music, art. But according to the degree theory, Nikola said specifically that Libra and Leo produce the best looking people, right? Libras are very diplomatic, eloquent. It rules rings because Saturn in Libra is exalted. So Saturn rules the rings, it rules marriage. That's why people give each other rings when you get married. Um, it rules anything having to do with the wedding reception, the wedding. It rules sweets, candies, musicians, traffic circles, um, painters. It rules, for countries, it rules China, Denmark, and Australia. So, Scorpio, the degrees are 8 and 20. Scorpio rules, death, sex, taxes. It's all eighth house stuff. It rules wealth, inheritances, stuff that you can take from others. It rules secrets, insurance payouts, um, jealousy, pregnancy. It rules the first pregnancy. The 10th house rules the second pregnancy, and the third house, the third pregnancy is ruled by the 12th house. So, eighth house is first, 10th house is second pregnancy, and the 12th house is the third pregnancy. Nikola used to call the eighth house the house of live danger, is where your life is in danger according to the planets and where it's at. So, for example, if you have the eighth house in Scorpio, countries that are ruled by Scorpio, Mexico, Muslim countries, no, don't go there. Just go vacation somewhere else. It also rules corpse, anything having to do with the cemetery, with surgery, operations. It rules toilets, rivers. And I already mentioned the pregnancies, inheritances, also the eighth house. So, Sagittarius, the degrees are 9 and 21. Now, oh, and I forgot, Libra is ruled by Venus and Mars. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. I'm sorry. The old ruler of Scorpio is Mars, but in the degree theory, Pluto, but you can also, sometimes he used both of them, but Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. So the degrees are 9 and 21. So this means abundance, expansion, wisdom. They're the professors, right? The universities, long distance travel. According to the degree theory, it rules foreigners, somebody from a different religion. It rules the country of Spain. It also rules highways, main streets, those big main streets that have like six or seven, no, like 6 or 8 lanes, like huge streets, is ruled by Sagittarius. It rules everything that is foreign. It rules the game of tennis, modeling, cinema, religion, and the borders of a country are ruled by Sagittarius. Capricorn. The degrees are 10 and 22. The Capricorn rules to have control, to have the attention of the public, because it's the MC, the highest point of your chart. Um, it rules like your status, coldness, fear, depression, ambition. Usually your father is also ruled by the 10th house or Capricorn. So, for example, if you have the seventh house cusp at 10 or 22, this means that you could marry somebody older than you or with a significant age difference, meaning that the person can be younger, but it's going to be like an 8 or 10 year difference or 15. Now, those are those marriages that you see, like the persons are 15, 20 years apart, right? It's a substantial difference in age. Let's just say that. Um, it also rules history, archaeology, things from the past. It rules ice, snow. It rules the illness of cancer as well. Poverty. Nikola said that Saturn ruled old people, sick people, poor people, and the Black race. Countries that are ruled by Capricorn, the Balkans, India, UK. The UK is a rising sign is Libra as well. Saudi Arabia. It rules countries that are very traditional and like old school. That's what, Capricorn rules. Now, the 22nd degree is a special degree. It's to kill or be killed. Now, I did another video with chart examples where one of the examples was the Ukraine natal chart. You might want to take a look at that, but these are things that you find in like mass murders. Now, there's a chance, depending on your natal chart, yeah, you can be, basically you can be killed, but it's not because you have just one planet or one house cusp at 22 degrees, okay? It has to be a combination of things with the eighth house, your ascendant, the ruler of your ascendant, like it's it's several things. So again, I don't want anybody freaking out about, oh my God, I have one planet at 22 degrees. That means that somebody's going to kill me. No, that is not the case. It rules as an example, uh, I know of a person, Mars at 22 degrees. This person went to war and, he had to kill or be killed. The Japanese emperor Hiroshito, he had Virgo at 22 degrees square Uranus and Pluto. Uranus, explosion, Pluto, total destruction. So, I mean, you can refer to the video that I did on chart examples, and that'll tell you it was mostly about like serial killers and stuff like that, which is not pleasant. But anyway, I just illustrated what the 22nd degree can do. So, Aquarius, 11 and 23. So, these degrees rule divorce. It rules surprises, high places, because it's Aquarius, right? It rules new technology or technology in general, being humanitarian. It rules organizations, your friends, because it's the 11th house, like networking. According to the degree theory, it also rules suicide, astrology, free relationships. Um, and again, you know, if you have 11 or 22 or 23, doesn't mean that you're going to commit suicide by any stretch of the imagination. You have to look at all the components of the chart, and there are always remedies. One of the remedies is study astrology, because you have to use the energy in another way, you know, to have it absorbed. Um, it also rules, like I said, divorce. If you do have your solar return and Uranus comes up in the seventh house, you will have a change of status in relationship. Let's say either you can get divorced, right? You can get a separation, or if you're single, you can meet someone. Yeah, right. So that it's not always bad. It depends on, you know, where you're at, where you start. Um, it also rules somebody that's tall, right? Because Aquarius is tall, high places. Pisces, the degrees are 12 and 23. Pisces rules sleeping, drugs, being lethargic, unconsciousness, psychology, um, fear, madness, um, endings is also another thing with the 12th house. But Nikola said that it also rules spies, secrets, mysteries, missing persons, mental illness, isolated institutions like hospitals, monasteries, orphanages. It rules drugs, both legal and illegal drugs, addictions. It rules night, fog, dreams, photography, the sea, the spiritual world is also ruled by Pisces. Unfortunately, it also rules addictions. Countries ruled by Pisces, Russia, all the poor countries, which are usually the island countries. It also rules islands or countries that are surrounded by water. Countries that have artists, like Netherlands is ruled by Pisces. Portugal is also, and Colombia because of the drugs. Now, in this degree, the 12th degree in Capricorn is a special degree, and it's associated with sunken ships that carry treasures. Like back in, you know, historical times, those ships that came and went to Spain, right, with all those gold coins and jewels and stuff that just disappeared in the middle of the ocean somewhere. All the treasures that have been found in 12 degrees Capricorn. And it's kind of interesting because 12 degrees is Pisces, so it rules the seas, so it's sunken treasure. So anyway, this concludes the presentation on all the degrees and most of the significations of these degrees. I hope that you guys can start to learn how to apply it in your natal chart. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. I will link Maria DeSimone's podcast with me in the comments below, or in that section below, right? So you guys can look at the chart examples that we did. But I just wanted to do a shorter version of that video for my channel as well. And if you guys find this interesting and useful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. And if you know of somebody that might be interested in learning the degree theory, please forward the video to them. And as always, I thank you for watching the video, and I hope that you enjoyed it. See you next time. Bye-bye.